Again, with roll number 6, the first of my many doubles. Too many doubles. I don't need no more doubles, y'all. Please. I was on people here. I'm on the bed now, so I don't know if it's gonna stand up or not. Let's see. Another 10, no more doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My favorite trope. I don't know what that is. This is the one, like, my favorite trope. I have so many. Left add, I will see and pick a book from that. Oh, I want to show you guys a book haul from the library. So these are all my options for roll number 4, most recent purchase. I got Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. Got With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I got Ace, which I started reading, and yeah, this nonfiction, it's just very academic, and so reading it slowly, I probably don't want to put this as that prompt. So yeah, both of these will also count for Renaissanceathon. So yes. Okay, we are back. Whoops. Am I doing this on my bed? Yes, I am. The last spot I landed on was favorite trope. That was roll number 6. I'm in my doubles now. Hopefully no more. So roll number 7. Yes, thank goodness. A 7. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Letter. Okay, I double checked. It is a letter generator. As all the reds, yes, those are red, please, are generators. So I have to use the letter generator to pick a letter, and then pick a book that starts with that title, or the author's name starts with that title. X, Y, Z, all. Oh, I can choose again. I had a color generator last month. Now letter generator. Okay.
When it's one of them days, everything go your way and your soundtrack plays like. When the good time stays and it's not just a phase, you can feel the level raise like. When the sun rays break the haze and the light just blaze and it tastes like. All I'm trying to say is, man, I feel good to feel good. I mean real good. Fresh flavors on my breakfast plate, even fresher when I'm pressing play. It clear the stress away.
Hey, this is the second time I'm doing this because the audio didn't record, but I'm going to use the random letter generator that Becca included in the explanation for the spaces in that Google folder that she gave us, linked in the description of her announcement video. So I don't need lowercase letters. Random letter generate T. I got T. That's good because tea gives me a lot of options. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what books I want to read this month and what I already have out from the library, but tea gives me options because of which is helpful. Hey guys, this is the start of a new vlog. It is Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday of a very busy week. And please forgive me if my hair is messy or I'm dirty. Like if you see actual dirt on me. And I've like pulled the sheet back off of my bed so I don't get dirt on it. Yesterday I had a Zoom meeting after I went to check out some Asian groceries with my dad. I went to the library to pick up a book, but they didn't have it. So I'm not going to show you that footage until the book is available, and then I'll show you the library. Now, before I update you on the reading, how is my week gonna go? Today is Tuesday. Tuesdays and Saturdays are when there are stewardship and my favorite park, Concrete Plant Park, which is 20 minutes to half an hour away from me. And I went there this morning, hence the dirt. Like I can feel it. I will wash, but I do need to sit when I first get home and just like relax a little bit. So I figured I would talk. Let my jaw and my mouth work. Probably share a little bit of that. I'm proud of the path clearing that I did. Also, this week, I know I need to pick up a check. Hoping at some point I will be going to that library to pick up this book. The 22nd is the autumn equinox, and the day that my coven and I will be getting together to have our ritual. I am going to be making some mulled cider again, which I did last week for full moon, but also I will be making some vegan s'mores. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys, but I'll try. But that's Thursday evening. And Friday morning, I'm supposed to be officiating a wedding in Brooklyn. And so, in Prospect Park, and I think I'll show you a bit of Prospect Park while I'm out there. But they haven't paid the deposit yet, so I don't know if I'm doing that. I'll be traveling, but I need to refill my Metro cards. Anyway, reading. Okay. So, I'll show you here in the physical book, even though I have not read it yet. Today I was reading or listening to the audiobook again, finally, of With the Fire on High, and I'm halfway through. It's about 7 hours. So in the book, this is where I'm up to. I don't think I told you, but I'm using the Ariel bookmark that I have because last week when I started listening to this, the first teaser trailer for the new Little Mermaid, the live action one with Halle Bailey, who is black, is going to be playing Ariel, and so I was like, well. But anyway, this is for Renaissance Readathon. It's to read one of the host's favorite books. I know it'll probably fit other prompts. I believe this was Ty's favorite, or one of Ty's favorite. This is also because Latinx, Hispanic Heritage Month has begun. It's from September 15th to October 15th. And I definitely wanted to get some of these people in here. Our main characters are Afro-Latina. I've been wanting to read this book. I haven't read anything by or Elizabeth Acevedo or audio in her voice that I haven't loved, so it's going quickly. I'll probably, hopefully, finish it today. Wash Day Diaries, which I read last week, was also for Hispanic Heritage Month. The other thing I started was Heaven Official's Blessing by Mo Xiang Tongshu. I am probably butchering that. I know I am. But MXTX Chiangguan Shifu. This is volume 2, and this was a pick for something. It was a pick for something. Roll, one of my early rolls. Oh wait, roll number 3, third person. So roll number 3, third person. I'm a little frustrated because I kept starting this like, why does this sound familiar? Why does this sound familiar? And a chunk of the beginning I've already read. So technically, I haven't read much, but I'm up to page 173 of this. I thought there was only going to be 4 volumes, there, but there's going to be 8. I think there's 4 out now. So, yeah, little less than halfway through, as you can see. But, yes, the other thing is I rolled another dice. I did another dice roll this morning before I left, and that got me the letter generator, and I got the letter T. Now that I'm home, I can actually look to see. Oh shit. I already read the Black Mage. And the Lola Woods can count for my letter T. I did it twice. I could say the second, because the audio didn't record the first time, so I did it again and I was gonna edit over it. But the second letter I got was W, and with the fire on high can count for that. So that is covered, and I'll do another roll later this week. That will be my last roll, roll number 8, because I need to figure out what my favorite trope is so I can read that. But that is my reading update. Let me end this because my phone has already told me once I don't have space. Hey guys, so I realized just now that I did not talk about a book that I read last week. Right, there's a clip of it, but I didn't talk about it. It's Wash Day Diaries. This is by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. I'd heard about this for a while. I picked this up for the Renaissance Readathon. I don't remember with prompt. Oh wait, this fit. I don't remember what song each prompt is for. Look to my mid-month and end of the month wrap-ups where I go over the prompts and things. But this was for the prompt to read a book that's unconcerned with the white gaze. And so far, this is the only one. This is a graphic novel, and it's 5 interconnected stories about 4 friends in the Bronx, my hometown, where we are right now as I'm filming this. Like, I don't know if anyone else gets excited when their hometown is, or the place that they live is featured in the book. Especially, I want to ask that question to those who live in major cities like I do. I live in New York City. Like, there's a bazillion books and movies and songs featuring New York City, and in general, and there are thousands, not hundreds of thousands, of all of the above talking about the Bronx. But I still get excited every single time. I'm still perk my head up with interest when I hear it's set in New York City. But anyway, so this is stories about 4 friends who are doing their hair basically while going about their lives. The first story is literally about this woman as she's doing her hair, or it's wash day, And this is not just a thing for women with natural hair, naturally tightly coiled hair like myself. And please excuse, I just realized what my hair looks like right now. My half-assed twist. Like, I don't do this anymore. The whole spending a whole day washing and taking care of my hair, so it's good. I can't. I have given into the forces that say, we go through cycles. I go through cycles. Sometimes I do it. I don't do it all the time anymore. Part of it is practice. It doesn't take all day. My hair is not nearly as long as hers is, but I appreciate seeing this ritual that we have on the page. With the other ladies, we see a girl go hit her hair braided, and I was thinking maybe I should do that. I haven't gotten my hair, and by getting your hair braided, I mean, going to a salon or hair braider, and they're putting in extensions and braiding your hair with the hair pieces to make it longer. I haven't done that since I've gone natural. To be perfectly honest, I never enjoyed the salon experience. I've had good experiences, I've had bad experiences, I've had meh experiences. I just didn't enjoy any of them. So this is not like a thing about I haven't had the right hairdresser or had a respectful salon experience. I have. I just didn't. I don't enjoy all of that. So you can take a couple of black girl points from me. But I was thinking about that. Maybe I should try it again. The hair braiding. I was watching her get her hair braided in here, and I love the close-up art of doing it, because it's like it's fingers and hair, both of which, and black girl's hair, that both of which, it's like, let me find one that's not, here we go. It's a situation. It's hard to draw hands and fingers, and then it's hard to draw natural hair when you're not used to it, I guess. But then, like, to draw it accurately, to show the hair bending around the fingers, that makes that process happen. This is not that part, but that was a good one. This other one they show, the one I just showed, is another thing that does happen often. The girl asks her friend to come over and braid her hair. And that was just the hair that was on her head. And like, I'm not 100% even a fan of my mom braiding my hair. So, but this was, the one with the extensions. And like I said, so cool to see that on the page. And lastly, we have Afro-Latina who goes over to do her grandmother's hair again. These hair rituals, seeing them on the page, and then she rolled her hair. I still do this sometimes for my mom. Like getting the back, even though she's done it for way longer. And she does it for my grandma. It's just, I loved it. I loved meeting these characters, and I enjoyed it, and it was quick. This might have been a favorite from one of the readathon hosts as well. So instead of reading either of the two books I'm in the middle of, yesterday I read House of Slaughter, The Butcher's Mark. This is like an offshoot of the Something is Killing the Children series. This came out this year, but I heard about it while we were doing the live show. I was like, I need it. So I did. In this, we're following Aaron, who we met in the Something is Killing the Children volumes, but also a new character, and I was like, I'm here for it. There's some LGBT plus QIA rep in this, and I could not remember Mark's ethnicity because of the coloring of this. Unsure. I know he's like mixed, but I don't know of what. He could just be tan or like a nice tan Italian, or some. I feel like there's some Hispanic in there, but I couldn't remember. Anyway, the other character, new character in this, Jace, is a black guy, and so they kind of share the spotlight in this. So this can count for the Renaissance Readathon as well. I don't know what prompt. Again, this is a series that's very graphic, violent. There are people in the original series, something is killing the children, something is literally killing the children in a small town in the Pacific Northwest, and they don't know what it is. The police can't figure it out. People are starting to panic because some kids' bodies are found and others are not, and one like teenager survived, and people are starting to point fingers at him. And what happens is this lady comes into town, this young lady, and she seems to know a lot about the situation but won't really tell anyone, and things go from there. So in this, we're looking at the House of Slaughter, which Erica, the young lady in the Something is Killing the Children, is also a part of. Like I said, we met Aaron in that series. They're in the same category. They're both black masks. And yeah, so it's very interesting seeing another personality type in this situation, because Erica is really balls to the walls and I'm gonna save everyone, and Aaron is like, I need to be logical but also just as emotional as she is, but cleaner and a little bit more removed and hesitant. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. I wasn't expecting any of this. I feel the artwork is still amazing, though I gotta say, I think the physical scenes between Aaron and Jace are a little awkward. My opinion, I don't know. But the story is awesome, so I'm here for it. And yeah. Alright, so I did not talk about what these books are about. With the Fire on High, we're following Imani, who is a teenage mom in Philadelphia, and she's in her senior year of high school. She loves to cook. She cooks by instinct and takes care of her daughter and lives with her grandmother, as her mom left her when she was a child, and her father lives in Puerto Rico. So that is her dad. Julio is the weirdest father figure character I've ever come across. Like, I can't wrap my brain around why he does the way he does. Like, each choice that he's made, each thing that he's done makes sense individually, but all together it's just like, well, why? And maybe we'll find out by the end of the book, maybe not. Maybe Imani will. But anyway, her senior year, you know, she has to take care of her daughter, so her thing is like work, school, come home, that's it. Trying to graduate to do well enough so she can get a better job, possibly maybe go to college, but how's she gonna do that with her daughter? Her grandmother's getting older. So her school is now, though, offering a what do you call it? A culinary class, and it's an elective, and it comes with a week in Spain. And so Imani's trying to figure out how she will be able to do that. Does take the class and then struggles to fit the rules of how you're supposed to act as a chef, what you're supposed to focus on, and things like that. She's more of a action learner, learning by doing, than by rote learner, memorizing and things like that is difficult for her. So she's struggling. I had gotten to the part of the book where she is working on the fundraiser for the trip to Spain, and they just started doing the things that the plan she came up with. So I find it interesting. There is potentially a love interest in this, or maybe just a new friend. But I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm listening to the audiobook, and Elizabeth Acevedo is just a pleasure to listen to. Never a complaint on that score. Never. I will listen to that woman all day long, except yesterday, apparently. Last but not least, explaining heaven's officials' blessing. Qiang Guan Shifu. This is a Danmei novel. This author, MXTX. Okay, there's a glossary at the back, which is awesome. There's also a pronunciation guide, a name guide, locations, and main characters list, which I greatly appreciate because I haven't read this in a while. The first volume. Daonmei translates into indulgence in beauty, a Chinese fiction genre focused on romanticized tales of love and attraction between men, analogous with BL or boys love. So this is sort of LGBT plus, but is it good read though? Probably not, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's a genre within Japanese media. The majority of well-known Danmei writers are women writing for women, although other genders do produce and write for this genre. This is also wuxia, which is like including like Chinese martial arts or martial heroes. There are action scenes in this. I'm gonna have to read another one to tell you how well they're doing. They are usually like really noble heroes fighting good versus evil, and some are social outcasts. There's magical and supernatural elements to this as well, but from a very Chinese lens. And this is good. This is really good. Seven Seas, you did a good job. A very well-known wuxia movie to Westerners is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like, that's a perfect example. There are Xian immortal heroes in this. But yeah. I started reading Heaven's Official Blessing 2 years ago now. Jesus Christ, almost 2 years ago. And I was reading a fan translated work online. A friend of mine loved Danmei back then. I think she said recently she's not as much into Danmei. She's moved on to Thai fiction, I think. I don't know. But anyway, and she was like really pushing because she loves this author, and this author is very popular, if not the most popular Danmei author. She up there in the top 3. So I was like, okay, this full story is like something like 2,050 pages. I kid you not. And it was published in, I think, 4 volumes. I was reading it online and I enjoyed it. It's just the way the story is told, because it's super long, is a series of kind of shorter stories with an overarching plot or characters, the shorter plots with an overarching plot. I don't know. It's like it feels like it should be serialized. So anyway, what is this about? We have Shilan, who was the ruler of Shangliang. Yes, he was a noble hero growing up, and because of that, when he passed, he became a heaven official. But he was kicked out of heaven and sent back to earth to live life as a poor man. And he basically lived another life. Then he went back. He once became a heaven's official, but a second time was kicked out of heaven and left to wander the earth unseen, I believe, for hundreds of years. So now this is his third time as a heaven's official, and so he's got a little bit of a stigma about him. The other heavenly officials kind of avoid him, and they gossip about him because he's well known. Like, this is weird that he's gotten kicked out twice, and now he's back a third time. So he doesn't have the trust of the other heavenly officials, of which there seem to be thousands, to be perfectly honest. Right? This is not the heaven as you think of it, like with Jesus and God and that kind of thing. So throw that out. All Western ideas, just get rid of them and go into this with that. Shi Yan is going about his heavenly duties, and which vary from person to person, and he comes across this youth, Sanlang, and they hit it off. Sanlang seems to be like this cool young guy, but this mystery comes up and they work together, and meanwhile some of the heavenly officials start to realize that Xialang is hanging out with the ruler of what's basically hell, the ghost city, and so they start to follow him around to figure out what he's up to. Two officials in particular who used to be junior officials under Xilang when he was first ascended. So there's the love storyline is between Xilang and Sanlang, or Huachang, and who is not really a young boy. Nothing has really happened yet, even though I've read about 500 pages of the total 2058 story. So I picked up this volume. I thought it was only 4, so I thought, okay, I'm about a quarter of the way through. No, it's gonna be 8. So I'm about up to here. We've had several interesting plots and stories happen, action things, and I'm in a bit of a lull between stuff, so that's not making me want to pick it up. And that's kind of why I stopped the last time, because I've read 500 pages already. Like, I'm interested, but I want to read something else. When they're not trying to figure out a mystery or solve a crime, it's or the witty banter back and forth between the two of them, it's kind of a lot, or too little, I should say. Like, the other heavenly officials gossip all damn day. There are people that are introduced that you don't know their significance yet, because Xilang has forgotten things over all the hundreds of years that he's been dead. So he's forgotten people, and then obviously new heavenly officials have come up and he doesn't know those people. So there's, politics going on amongst the heavenly officials as well that Xilang is not aware of. And like, when they're doing their politicking, it's a little bit boring, to be perfectly honest. Like, not bad, just Last thing I'll say about this is the show. I think it was a show, not a movie. The Untamed is based off of this story. I don't want to watch it until I finish reading this. That is why. But like, this is not bad. I'm just like, move on.
This station is Wakefield. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
This is what's going to the wedding in. My next library trip should be to the new Stavros branch. Right down the street, Bryant Park. This is the main branch with the lions. I'll show you later. I used to go here all the time. After school, I practically lived at this branch. It was called Mid-Manhattan Library, or the Mid-Manhattan branch. 4 or 5 years ago, they closed for renovations for the 125th anniversary. And I haven't been back. They opened during the end of the pandemic, so the whole building is new. It's on Fifth Avenue. All of that. This is Stavros Yarkos Foundation Library. This is already different. see the lion there. I should just. I don't fit that one there. The Astor Library, the Lenox Library, the Children's. The other one. Beauty. And hi guys. We're gonna do this while I put my hair back up because I took it out when I got home. I needed the respite. The couple is now married. All is well. I got paid the remainder of the balance for being a wedding officiant, and now we're starting construction across the street. This is why I usually film like my wrap-ups and stuff early morning, Saturday and Sunday. Not super early, but like 10 a.m. Or if I have to do it during the week, 10 a.m. is a good time too, because people have gone to work. There's less people outside. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I have a library haul. Two coming together, and I have some updates for reading for you. Today I have finished with The Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I read this for Hispanic Heritage Month. What else did I read this for? The Renaissance Readathon. This is one of the author's faves. And for the prompt about the cover, because like, look at this. First of all, she's gorgeous. Second of all, this food is making me hungry. So I enjoyed this immensely. Like, Elizabeth Acevedo can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. I realized that with this, I have now read or finished 4 books with Afro-Latinx authors slash main characters. I say 4 because also before I got home, I did go to the library and pick up I'm a Wild Seed by Sharon Lee De La Cruz, and this is the one of the September reads for Realm of Comics, and this author is Afro-Latina and Latin, and I didn't realize it was gonna be this small. Like, I figured it would be short because it's a graphic novel or a graphic memoir, but this is not their entire life. It is exploring how they've come to define freedom and sort of kind of their coming out story. So there's LGBTQIA plus rep in here, and yeah, so I went back to the library, picked it up, and I read half of it on the train coming back home last night, and then the rest of it before I went to bed. Quick read. I might substitute this in for my favorite trope with a slow burn romance that's going on here. It's not the main story, but it's in there. We shall see. Now for all of the books picked up from the library. Half of these I picked up yesterday, the other half I got today, and only some of them are for this month. The others are for next month. Alright, so I picked up Silver Silence, a Side Changeling Trinity novel. This I did request for Shiftathon. That's over. It ended yesterday. I just couldn't fit things in. And I'll get to it eventually. I don't think this month. This is type long. Yeah. I don't think this month because I still need to finish Heaven's Official's Blessing. So these next two I picked up because I realized Hispanic Heritage Month, and I have two books that are by Hispanic authors from my Read 12 Books recommended by 12 friends in 12 months, which I am behind on. So I have Isabel Allende's The House of Spirits, and the library said these were shorter than they are. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen because this is a book about the Trueba family. The patriarch Esteban is a volatile, proud man whose voracious pursuit of political power is tempered only by his love for his delicate wife Clara, a woman with a mystical connection to the spirit world. When their daughter Blanca embarks on a forbidden love affair in defiance of her implacable father, the result is the unexpected gift of Esteban, his adored granddaughter Alba. This beautiful, strong-willed child will lead her family and her country into a revolutionary future. One of the most important novels of the 20th century. I don't think I've read any Isabel Allende. I don't think any of her books were out when I was in school. I know maybe this or one of her others might be classic required reading. So we're following this family over decades, and I'm curious. Don't know if I'll finish it by October 15th, but that's okay. I'm realizing if I'm gonna read literature, I need to take my time. The other one is Reign of Gold by Victor Villaseñor, and there's no explanation for this book. So yeah, I'm only supposed to be telling you I got them. This was, I don't remember who recommended this to me. I have the list, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Same as the House of Spirits. So those three I got yesterday. Those were on hold at my local library. But today I went to pick up The Lola Woods by Carmen Maria Machado. Danny and Tamron Bonvillain. I've obviously heard of Carmen Maria Machado, which is fine. This is the second pick for September for the Realm of Comics book club, and I've already started it. This seems to be a horror graphic novel, and I believe this volume 1 is issues 1 through 6. So yeah, there's almost smacked myself, LGBTQIA plus rep in here as well. The next two are not for this month. I'm starting to think about October because I plan to participate in Black Arenathon, link in the description, and then I heard about Black SFF-a-thon, and I don't know how I missed that in previous years, so I was like, alright, fine, because the hesitation with Black Arenathon, the reason I haven't participated is because I heard it's like horror and mystery, and those are not genres I'm really into, so I was just like, it seems a little bit more broad than that, so I'm joining in this time. Black SFF-a-thon, science fiction and fantasy. I'm ready. As you'll see in a second. And then for the Culture Readathon is back with another round, and it's the Halloween edition. I'm just like, y'all got me strung up. So, most of my fiction reads for the month of October will be by Black authors with Black characters. And I wanted to at least get 2 books other than the Lola Woods while I was at the Stavros branch, and I talked about it. It's new. I only went to 3 floors. On the 3rd floor, they were like, you can't film me here, so I didn't film anymore. There are 4 other floors, including like this rooftop cafe seating area, and another time I was just tired and hungry, so I went out across the street to the Schwartzman building, which is the main branch of the library here, the New York Public Library, with the 2 lions out front. And I sat outside, ate my lunch, did some tarot reading, and finished with the fire on high. But like I said, I wanted to get some books while I was there, showing off the new library. And I got The Conductor by Nicole Glover. I had heard about this a couple of years ago, I think. Maybe a year ago. But I haven't heard anything for a while. And then, maybe a month or 2 ago, Bow Ties and Books, yeah, this came out in 2021. But I think the hype started in 2020. Bow Ties and Books, Jesse, they were talking about this and how they haven't heard anything, and another book has come out from it, and it still sounded cool. So with this, I know there's a mystery in this, because the main couple used to be a part of the Underground Railroad, and after that they stopped doing that, they wound up still helping Black people, but with crimes, I guess, that were committed against them. So I know there's a murder, and they're trying to figure out these strange deaths. And according to Jesse, which I didn't realize with the original hype with this, the wife of this couple, or the woman of this couple, I don't know if they're married, has some magical abilities. So I'm here for it. I know there's gonna be like direct racism, violent racism, but I'm preparing myself. The other book I picked up, I heard about while watching Bree recommendation videos for a Black Aweenathon. No Gods, No Monsters by Cadwell Turnbull. This year or last year, I read the lesson for Blackathon, Team Science Fiction and Fantasy, and that was more sci-fi, and that was really compelling and different. So when I heard about this, and there's kind of a kernel of a similar premise where all of a sudden monsters and gods start showing up, and then there's, I think, the idea that they've been around the whole time. So I'm curious to see what that's about, because like I said, the lesson was interesting, so why not? And that's the end of my haul. Last but not least, I also did finish House of Slaughter. I don't know if I gave you an update, but I enjoyed it. Again, for like ratings, my wrap-ups, and I'm done. I don't think I'll be doing vlogs in October. I don't have the energy. I haven't even edited any of these. So yeah, that's my little mini haul from the library the last 2 days. I got one more book on hold, sitting, waiting, but it's a small book, and I'll probably read it next month anyway, so it can wait. Heaven Official's Blessing and the Lola Woods are next on my to finish list right now. That's my update, guys. tell you that, I mean, Becca and Sandra are still sprinting, but I have been sleeping during these sprints. I've gotten like a couple of pages done of the Lola Woods and one page of Heaven Official's Blessing, because there was some doubles, so we were supposed to switch. I'd be awake for the talking parts and then back asleep. A thing I realized last night is the fact that the end of the month I won't be home. I will be working a retreat, a shadow care retreat. So I don't know, I guess once it's over I can film a wrap up to that. But the 30th is on Friday? Yeah. So 29th I'm leaving to go up. You'll definitely get some footage then, because I have an almost 3-hour train ride on which I will be reading. And maybe some late night stuff. I don't know, because technically, okay, I'll be sharing a room with someone as staff. And then we begin Friday afternoon, so we might get some stuff Friday morning. There is like yard, so I might go out there, but I also don't know. The other thing is the tripod situation. So I took it out with me yesterday and I had to like disassemble it to an extent, and now one of the rods that holds the top piece straight is not screwing in, it just slides in. So like the screw part has worn down, so it doesn't tighten, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle. This is why I don't take my shit outside. So yeah, anyway, that's my update for now. Talk to y'all later. Hi guys, I hope you can properly see all of me. I'm just here to wrap up this week's vlog. The last book I finished was The Lola Woods and I got to page 204 of Heaven Official's Blessing. Yeah, still in. Part of the issue is I'm still in a section that I've read already, so like the frustration continues. But this, I don't think I told you what this was about, but this was for my 7th role in Bookoplathon. I landed on letter generator, and you saw I did it. I got to T and the Lola Woods. This was also the pick for the realm of comics, and we have a Latine author and a Latine main character, so this will fit for Hispanic Heritage Month as well. Like, we're doing great. I'm not sure Carmen Maria Machado is black though, so I don't know if I can count this for the Renaissance Readathon yet. We'll find out. But anyway, this is a Joe Hill House Comics pick, so it's a horror comic. I don't know. It's like, I knew that from the cover. I did not love the art style, but the story was definitely very compelling, and I feel like the art style fits very much the story itself. But shudder to think, Pennsylvania, that's the name of the town, has been on fire for years. So this is a small mining town, or former mining town in Pennsylvania, and the woods are full of rabbits with eyes and a dear woman who stalks hungry girls and swaths of skinless men. Now, I didn't read the back of this before I started, so I went in completely blind, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, so we're following Elle and Octavia, who are two best friends and who grown up in this town and are aware that it's weird, but it gets weirder one day when they go to the movies and they wake up unsure what happened to them in the last couple of hours while at the theater. And so that is like the thing that sets them off to try to figure out what the hell is going on in this town. I think my favorite part of this is the fact that there is the witch. There's a witch, and this witch doesn't look like what you expect a witch to look like. And then there's their hands. So I was just like, oh. I just found that really interesting. There are trigger warnings for this. It's not on page, but sexual assault is a theme that comes up, and it comes up quite a bit towards the end. I don't want to say any more, I guess, for spoilers, but yeah. Yeah. That is it, but I enjoyed it. I haven't rated it yet. But, whew, it's already Monday night as I film this, so I'm just going to wrap this up. The next vlog will start off right after this. But my week went pretty good. Next week's vlog is the last of September's. Will I be vlogging October? I'm not even caught up with editing and uploading the vlogs from August, and there's only 2. So I don't know. Like, I want to now. I wasn't originally planning to, but I want to now because of the 3 readathons I'm participating in. But oh my god, just the thought is there's so much other shit I gotta do. So we'll see. It'll be a surprise. But guys, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Share this video to help my channel grow. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.